Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, everyone. What's up? I do believe we are on chapter 7 here coming up. Let me make sure I switched the stream title over to that real quick. Just make sure it's accurate. We should be looking good. Stream name, chapter 7. Alright, cool. We are looking good. Let's go ahead and get this started then.
I'm glad you're safe. I was so scared I would lose my precious son. It's risky for me just being out here. Fortunately, you didn't need my help. I'm so proud that I got to see my son defeat the king. Hopefully the lesser puppets will die down soon. Now that the king is dead, the puppets have no leader, no direction. But the curse of the petrification disease still lingers. It's tough, but I know where you should go now. The Grand Exhibition. Rumors say the alchemists there have developed a cure. As a man of invention, I'm skeptical of the alchemists, both their science and their motives. But they may be the city's last hope. Won't you help me, son? Take this. You'll find it most useful. If it will help Antonia and the others, it's worth exploring. Go to the Grand Exhibition and see what you can find.
Hey, look at that. Papa Geppetto made us an extra pulse cell. Nice. Alright.
That one puppet could control so many others. That's a memorable feat indeed. Unlike a real king, the puppet left no heir. The remaining puppets are leaderless, and we can reclaim the city. But it's still a city beset by the petrification disease. Seek a cure from the alchemists at the Grand Exhibition.
Yes, Papa Geppetto. I shall do your bidding. Seems like they don't even care. They just wait for you to walk up to them. Yeah, it's like they don't even care that we're just mowing through them.
What's going on? All these puppets look utterly down, depressed even. That seems weird. That's weird, right?
Yeah, that's pretty weird, Gemini. That is pretty weird. Just let us walk up to them without even reacting, basically. Might as well take a free item here and there.
With their king dead, they seem lost. Then again, maybe they're warning him? Whatever's happening, it's like they can't tell their elbow joints from their tail sockets. I'm not even sure they can function without the king to guide them.
It is certainly like they're without hope. Two good heavies will stagger this one. Then you can follow it up with a clean sweep. Very nice. Just keep on cleaning up all these puppets. One by one. Oh, she's awake. Is she actually gonna hurt me? Doesn't look like it. Killing the king of puppets seems to have affected all the other puppets. Free items. Really don't ever use Gemini's emergency protections. They're really only for if you die in a horrible spot, you might want to pop one or two. Personally, I don't really see the need for it ever. Not too shabby. Looks like the rest is blocked off. Now that we're entering in here, let's switch our amulet to carcass instead of puppets. Wait for her to start charging and do a charged R2 myself. Top off my weapon, and let's keep pushing on. Don't let them trap you. Good stuff all around. And now we have officially begun Chapter 7. Let's go ahead and switch our grindstone to the fire effect, as that's going to be an important change for this area. Hi, big guy. Well, that went well. Just a little Faber art extravagant. Oof. Bad timing there. Stop it. Grab all that. let's move on. So right here is an ambush. Wait for her to charge and do the big swing. Still an ambush. And just keep fishing for those backstabs. It's the easiest, fastest way to deal with enemies. It is the way to go with dealing with them. Trigger this guy. Swing. Oh. Took too long. Deal with this guy. And hit him with a plunge attack. Nice. Alright. Running through. We gotta deal with this baddie. And one more. We do not want to trigger the big guy down there. Be careful not to trigger him. He gets real upset real fast. So we'll save him for a little bit later. Instead, we'll first go in here. And there's a butterfly somewhere. That does not sound good. He's not following us, but just pay attention to your surroundings. You can lock onto that one and then draw him forward. Got him. That one will actually push you back a little bit with like a little attack it has, as you saw there, but it's nothing too shabby. Nothing too big to deal with. However, there's a friend up here. Get that third strike in to stun it. And smash it to death. Okay, now we're going to take on the big boy here. Light your weapon on fire. Dodge back. Start with Fable. Block, block, swing, try to block, miss, run when he does that attack, as he kind of just rages through the area. But then you can go up and follow it up for some good damage, and then get a backstab critical to finish him off. And that will give us our newest Leda frame. We are slightly heavy. Let's go ahead and switch to a lower tier of liner, and that'll offset our weight. It's better to switch armor and get that lower weight threshold at the cost of a little bit of physical resistance. You'll get a big boost to all resistances compared to the liners. Pick up that. Try to sneak out here and backstab this guy. Missed the first time, but you can always try again. Oh, and now we're on this side, so we can pick up that item. Stay away from that exploding guy, but get that critical when you can. It's worth it. Oh dear. He got mad. And poke him to finish him. Not bad. Really, you guys want to keep these guys out of range because they are so deadly if they're up on top of you. Go ahead and repair your weapon when it's safe to do. Dodge away. Strike into 2. Strike into the critical. A lot of the attacks I do on these guys are those big heavy R2s, and they just do the most stagger damage and damage in general. Go ahead and back off, and a quick poke. That's just tapping the R2 button if you're playing on controller, which I definitely highly recommend playing these games, Souls-like or otherwise, a lot of them on controller. But everything has been pretty smooth sailing so far today. No body. Wait for her to charge and get the big swing in with a little. Big swing. Oh, he caught me. Sometimes you can get it, sometimes you can't. Let him fall. And that one did spawn a little guy. You want to backstab these little guys as much as possible, as it gives you invincibility, as well as it kills them without having them explode. Because otherwise they will explode and deal a bunch of decay damage. But just like that, we unlock 2 different shortcuts. Scandal. V. The tragedy behind the flamboyance. Few citizens of Krat do not know who V is, the crown prince of high society, the man who came up with the grand covenant of automated puppets and built the best manufacturing company at the age of 18. The man who's always fancy and is passionate about making people laugh. V is the most hated and beloved man in Krat. But his innocent passion makes even his opponents sentimental. However, even fewer people are aware of the tragedy he experienced in his youth. The true nature of the death of V's parents was covered up. Officially, they're victims of a homicide during a mugging. Even though V experienced such tragedy in his youth, he grew up with a cheerful personality and became a well-known person whom any parents would be proud of. However, there's no one who knows that V secretly requests for the case history each year, and that his request is always denied. Suspicion surrounding this tragedy at the time, there is known to have been pressure from the workshop and the alchemist throughout the investigation. The most interesting hypothesis is the murderer is not human. If this is true, it explains the workshop and alchemist's suspicious attempts to cover it up. It also explains how V was obsessed with inventions and success from his youth. This is where the real tragedy of Krat lies. Even V, the richest, most influential in all of Krat, can't come close to their power. On the other hand, the fact includes another truth. Have you noticed the state censorship is keeping me from writing it? But as a writer, I'm curious if people are ready to accept the truth. The truth that there's a murderer made of steel that walks among us. Perhaps our world crowd is not such a safe place after all. Well, that correlates with the message we found earlier about possible corruption and why Medoro wasn't allowed to write about it and why he was scrapped as one of their reporters. Alright, go ahead and top off before we get back to the shortcut.
Who are you? A lost visitor? Or a looter who's arrived too late? You look like a stalker. I figured you were all dead. No offense. Stalker, visitor, looter, I don't care. Just buy what you need and leave.
You got it, buddy. We'll go ahead and pick up the amulet as well as the weapon. Interesting.
I came to Krat to see the wonders of the Grand Exhibition. Talk about bad luck. Not only was the Grand Exhibition a huge disaster, I can't leave because of, well, monsters. If you want to see the exhibition for yourself, head toward the wine cellar down below.
Head towards the wine cellar. Alright. We need to go get some wine for our old lady who needs a tibble. Go ahead, back downstairs now that we have the key for downstairs. And we'll see what trouble we can get into. While you're down here, you will want to switch to at least the poison resist, if not the heavy poison resist, which is a slight problem, but changing your liner, you should be able to make it manage if you have similar stats. Just make sure you're underweight as much as you can be, because this is not such a fun section. We're also going to go ahead and equip on our hotbar the attribute purification ampule, and that'll just get rid of decay, overheat, or what's the last one? Electric blitz. It'll get rid of any status effect regardless of where the bar is, and it'll just allow you to not have to deal with having that status effect. And then get the backstab. If you'll notice, these blisters do come back after quite a while, but just keep popping them and they won't give you too much trouble. From there, we're going to go in, finish off those two guys. We're going to actually toss a wheel over there to pop the blister, because we don't want the blister interfering too much, and then we'll attract our enemies, at least the one we can. Get behind him, follow it up with a critical, and now here's the part that gets really messy. Because frankly, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong in here. And that's why I definitely recommend putting on the attribute ampules, as you will kind of need it. Go ahead and pop that blister. Get that chest. Got hit directly. That is not the way you want to do it. Okay, can you stop? Stop making me look like I don't know what I'm doing. And finish her. And then from there, we'll run out the back side of this area and push on. Like I said, keeping a couple consumables on your hotbar so you can bring them up anytime really does make a big difference in how many enemies you have to fight at one time. So it's pretty ideal just to have a couple things ready for emergencies like that. We're going to double poke into a slash. Take out both of those enemies at once. Then we get a new shortcut right here. Not that we should need it, but just in case we die, it's always good to grab every shortcut. Pop the bubble by rolling into it. Get the extra item. The greatest show on earth is coming. The biggest show on earth is coming to Krat. To make your heart race, dear ladies and gentlemen, introducing the grand exhibition in Krat, the city of tomorrow, the center of the new age, state-of-the-art machines, balloons spread across the sky, and a popular performance that toured from across the great desert in the south to the country in the far east. Don't forget the essence of the automated puppet, the center of Krat's revival. The greatest show awaits you all. Don't miss your chance to see the following at the exhibition gallery. Puppets of the future, multi-purpose puppets, the Vanini tram, new butler puppets, special exhibition gallery, treasure from the far east. If you wish to behold all these splendor, be sure to attend. So just giving us some more backstory about the Grand Exhibition and what we can expect in there. Some puppets of the future. Never mind fighting those guys too much. Hey guys, have you figured out the rule of this game? If it looks like a trap, it is most definitely a trap. Come on, Mr. Puppet Man. So right there, he throws a attack to try and bring you to him. You can just go ahead and block it. For this guy, you want to double click your defense button, as he does do a double swing. So it's best just to get that double guard in, expecting it. Hit him as much as you can and knock him down. From there, keep it followed up. Oof. Oof. This puppet is actually pretty darn tough. But you can break his weapon just like that. Knock him down. Oh, didn't get the backstab. That sucks. Pop our last heal and bring him down. The Hunter's Amulet. Hunter's Amulet is pretty good. It gives Ergo acquisition when killing enemies, so if you ever need a farm up, that is the one to use. Personally, I don't really love it. Then we also got the Indomitable Amulet, which increases resistance to disruption, shock, and break. Those are going to be coming more and more common as we continue this playthrough. So, something to know about. Ah, try to change my attack to a poke after he had already started charging. Never change your attack, just stick to the one you committed to. Balance crank.
Isn't the old woman
And
a big,
LeBois.
venerable lady looking for some wine?
Yep, we got our lady's wine. Double chop those guys. Get away from this one. And do the chop. That's a good way to bring them all down. Might as well walk over here, chop that guy. Some free souls. Or ergo in this case.
Hello? Is anyone there? Calling any and all stargazers in the vicinity. Please respond. Over.
That sounds like Benini. Let's go see what he has to say. Talk with Benini.
Really? Aviva, it actually worked. This has to be how the King of Puppets did it. How he called to the puppets and controlled them. I can't believe you can transmit your voice through ergo waves. What a brilliant discovery. And you'll never believe what signal I've picked up over the ergo. A cry for help from the Grand Exhibition. Somehow someone survived. I'm suspicious too, but you have to investigate. What if it's some trapped innocent?
Fair enough, Benini. We'll go rescue him. However, we have a delivery. Let's go ahead and run that over to our nice Tibbler lady. She deserves to get her wine in a prompt manner. I guess expedited manner. Take down those puppets. Take down this one. And move on with our lives. Make sure this one doesn't come and backstab us while we're giving the wine to the lady. Or this one. Okay, now we can make our delivery.
Ah, lovely wee. Even in the bottle it has a distinctive shade of red. Thank you, young one. Every step is a struggle when you have the petrification disease. But this glimmer of happier days is priceless. Oh, I almost forgot. Speaking of price, here's what I can spare. Please, take it.
And we got a Vanini commemorative coin. Oh god, no, I'm not doing that again. I'm not standing next to you and looking at an item. Absolutely not, coughing lady. The Vanini commemorative coin. A gift from the old lady at the window. The Vanini commemorative coin. Sorry about that, guys. Apparently I am full of yawns today. Were minted for limited edition sale for the Vanini fan club anniversary. It was a magnificent event attended by Krot's socialites and celebrities. Cool. We got a commemorative coin. Sophia and Punchinella do want to talk to us, but personally, I would like to get more ergo before I talk to them, as I am broke as a joke. Let's switch our grindstone though to the electric blitz, as well as changing our amulet back to puppets. And then, in order to know which way we need to go, you look for the door that opened towards you, because that is the only one that we have not gone down.
The Grand Exhibition theme was automatic puppets and City of the Future. The plan was to showcase and demonstrate the most advanced technology in Krot. But, you know the rest. You can't hold an exhibition in a city that's fallen into utter chaos. And now the whole city is an exhibition of a nightmare.
Well, thanks for that positive outlook, Gemini. We do now have enough of those stones to upgrade my sword one more time. That's a pretty big deal. Try not to let them do that. Okay, seriously? Give me 1 second, guys. Get rid of that stupid notification. Anyways, moving on with our lives. Stupid Windows update. Punish that dog. We're gonna move on. So this guy you actually want to draw out, because otherwise you gotta fight him and a dog at the same time, and that's just plain annoying. Finish off that dog. And last but not least, there's another dog! I shouldn't say last. There's more. There's actually a heck of a fight coming up. There's this big guy. Doesn't he look so nice? Let's go ahead and put on my electrify converter as well as the strike based liner. And let's buff and go for it. And let's go ahead and pop 2 heals. Get away. Just back off. Get a good strike. Follow it up. Get another heavy strike followed in. And down he goes. Not too bad if you know what you're doing against him, but for a first time, it is actually quite dangerous. But, moving on. Hey Paxton. Just hanging out? Sounds good, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. How are you doing today? Because personally, I'm doing great. Had to get started a little bit later today, but happy to get started at all. Then we're going to go ahead and take the tram. Doing good? That's good to hear, man. Hope you enjoy the ride on the tram with me. Pop that shortcut. And lo and behold, now we can go ahead and head back to home base. Take care of some level ups, things like that. We'll also take care of the gold fruit tree. Well, Sophia, you're so close to me.
The portrait hanging in Geppetto's room. It looks very much like you. I sense something strange. Something like the changes you're going through. The sort of thing you'd read in a fairy tale. Go to Geppetto's room. You should see it for yourself.
Okay, we need to take a look at the portrait.
Back. I was so worried when you marched off to fight the king. But it's a necklace from the Mona Charity House. They took care of orphans and impoverished children from across Krat. Many of those children grew up at the Rose Estate and became alchemists, technicians, and stalkers. I hope the king didn't harm any of them. Or don't tell me. The king's ergo is actually... Are you okay? You look ill. Ever since I mentioned the necklace. My heavens, you look...
Oh my. I think we've become emo.
You're changing. You're becoming something more than a puppet. Almost human. If this is what you want, just keep behaving. Keep feeling like a human does. You might just hold the true secret of ergo.
We're becoming a real boy. Two levels worth. Well, we are running into issues with capacity, so I think we're going to bump our capacity up just a little bit. Puccinella,
House of Vanini, even priceless.
we have an item for you.
Strike a light. You found a commemorative coin dating from the founding of the Vanini Foundation. The Foundation is a sort of fan club, sir. A very limited number of these were minted for the original members. Well, once Master Vanini established himself as the Prince of High Society, his popularity skyrocketed, and his signature coat and glasses were mass-produced. This is one of the originals, however, from the limited run. Take care of it, won't you? You have restored Master Vanini's lost collection. You've earned this small token of appreciation, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. A half moonstone. That's an upgrade material. And you have no new stock. Okay, Puccinella. Good talking with you.
I know my way around a weapon.
Yeah, you know your way around a weapon. Let's upgrade my weapon. Alright, now we need a full moonstone of the Covenant to upgrade it again. Good to know. Let's go take a look at the portrait like Sophia said. After we visit the tree. Go ahead and collect our fruit. Papa. Oh my. There's a stick growing out of my picture. That's definitely odd, Sophia.
Oh my. This is a change I didn't expect. Did the King of Puppets get you? Or some other ruffians? I'm glad you're growing, but I'm not sure what to make of this. Be wary of dangerous people. And always be a good boy for me.
Of course, Papa. I'm always a good boy.
I can't predict how you'll change. How to proceed?
You know, I'm a puppet with apparently exceptional hearing. Don't have to whisper about me, Papa. Alright, let's get back to it. Took care of everything at Hotel Krat. Alright. Puppets of the future. Let's check out what's over here first. So, if it seems like a trap, probably is. Oof. Make sure you spam guard there, because that will do continuous damage. But then finish them off. Get those heavy attacks in, and make quick work of enemies. See an item over here. Surely there's an item over here. That there is. Anything over here? Nope. Oh, here we go. Over here. Some extra loot. Alright. We'll go ahead and sit down and then try the other way. Caught me off guard, but I saw an item back here. Let's go ahead and draw this thing's attention over here. Double block. Into a big swing. Careful. Get that stagger. Get one hidden with the stagger. And finish them. Nice and simple. Slow and steady. That's the way to go in this game. Shame on you. Would you get away from that wall? It's quite annoying. Just keep bouncing my weapon off the wall. And moving on up. And here we're gonna just do that. We're just gonna deal with these guys nice, slow, and steady. No, no, you're gonna turn around. Or I thought you would. That's not ideal. Chop up all those clowns that were messing with us. And now we can take on this guy. So the goal, get behind him, strike, strike. Get behind him, do a big strike. Oof. Dodge out of the way. Into a poke and a slash. Nice way to bring him down. Run out here, and there will be a butterfly. Take it down before it can escape. And we'll go unlock a shortcut. And honestly, I do not expect this fight to go well because I have 0 healing. But we'll go ahead and loot the item first. Loot that. And we'll just walk a little bit behind him. You probably could just sprint past him and unlock the shortcut, but personally, I wouldn't take the chance. So it can be a bit of a long walk back. Alright, let's give this mini boss a try. What we're gonna do is lead with the fables. Block, dodge, swing into another heavy. That's enough to stagger, to get another heavy in. Holy cow, that actually worked in my favor. Well, I guess we can try and keep going. We'll find out how well it goes. The next shortcut isn't actually too far away. So I think we can get away with it. Okay. Fighting a guy on a very tight ledge is not the best for this weapon, believe it or not. But you can win. Just do some running R1s, and that'll get you the advantage you need. And I heard someone talking. Oh, there's a ladder.
What's going on? Don't come any closer. Oh. You're not one of them. Are you here to save me? Those grand exhibition jerks are not to be messed with. Especially after they took that drug. Then there are those biological experiments. Oh, how horrid. I can't reveal everything, but suffice it to say that I can escape on my own if you clear the way a bit. Please, wipe out all those mongrels.
Okay, yeah, I can kill people. It's what my papa told me to do. So, yeah, I can do that. So, the game really likes to mess you over, and it says, oh yeah, this is a fair fight. I disagree. Just chuck a crank at him. Wait for him to become real mad at you. And then you run for your life. Lock off of him and run for your life. Because your life might just depend on it. Sprinting the other way now. Got that guy. And we are pretty much dead, but we can at least unlock the shortcut first. That way we don't have to deal with the big shield guy wanting to push us off. However, I just saw an item that I haven't seen necessarily every time I've played. Let's go check it out. Oof. That would have been an embarrassing way to die. Well, that wasn't really worth it, but we'll return to the Stargazer so that we can go ahead and refill our health, refill our flasks, be ready to run again. Go ahead and top off. We might as well open the shortcut, even though I don't think we'll use the shortcut anymore. Might as well open it up. Anyways, now that we've cleared most of this area once through, we kind of already know what is to be expected. Make sure you bait that attack. It's a good way to deal with those guys. Deal with that guy. Slice. Slice. Oh. Get a big slice in. Get another big slice in. Dodge around him. Okay, can we not do the most annoying attack ever? Stagger into a heavy. Into death. Alright, not too shabby. Beat that guy to death. Top off our weapon. And personally, I like to run through this area, just so I'm not wasting 100 consumables every time I try to go through this area. But it can get a little sketch with this guy, as he will try and knock you to your death. Grab that, keep running. Make sure he stops chasing you. That way you can read this pamphlet. Resurrection. Champion Victor has returned. Circus ad. The man who stood at the pinnacle of life. Champion Victor has returned. Do you remember the great wrestler Victor? The Hercules of Krat? The man who never backed down even when pitted against a lion and a bear? The veteran warrior who painted the circus with your cheers and applause. Victor is coming back to us. Victor's incurable illness that suddenly came a few years ago saddened all of Krat's citizens. Everyone learned that he's human after all, and fate can't be avoided. But with the help of the alchemists and medical science, Champion Victor is back from the dead. The illness can't bother him anymore. The steel-like will and superhuman power that defied fate. The world's strongest man, Champion Victor, is coming back to us. His big return match is with none other than an automated puppet. This coming full moon witness what's sure to be a legendary moment of the man who stood at the pinnacle of besting even a machine. Only a few spots left. Hurry and buy your tickets now. Am I the puppet? I've got to be the puppet. He's gonna fight, right? Like, there's no way about it. I'm the puppet. Okay, this seems like an ambush. Like that. Block all of those. And here we go, find one of these. Fight. Strike into a heavy. Follow it up with the critical. And one more heavy ought to do it. If it seems like a trap, it's a trap. Get those heavies in. And finish it. Good stuff all around. Hey Pexton, I know you're probably lurking, but if you want, I did actually set up a Discord for anyone who would like to. They can go ahead and join a Discord community that I'm starting to build. It's very basic right now, but it will hopefully become better and better as I improve it. But that's just something I thought I'd mention in case you want it. I can always shoot you an invite after the stream.
Another fine day in the city of Krog, but I wonder, my friend, just where you've been? If your goal is to study the human condition, there's no better way than my riddle position. You know how it is. It's time for a quiz. Today's riddle might have you over the barrel. But get this one wrong and you will be in peril. So, answer correctly or tango with danger. But when you quiz with the king, danger's no stranger. Now, listen closely and heed the king's speech, for the answer to this one will stay out of reach. Think about this. Whatever it takes. What cannot be used before it breaks?
What cannot be used before it breaks? Well, I don't think you can use eggs.
Correct! You were once such a fool, yet you've gotten so clever. I'm as happy as a parent. In this city, there are those who wish to crack the shell and be reborn. How about you? Can you awaken and break free of the shell that is your puppet's body? Oh, it's a frightfully difficult question, huh? So, I'll reward you with a hint. At the grand exhibition, you now must behold all 10 fingertips of the woman of cold. Look close before she escapes your notice. Then I'm done with you. Mostly.
Behold the fingertips of the cold woman at the grand exhibition. Okay then. We'll be able to solve that riddle, I'm sure. Shouldn't be a problem. Away with you. Oh! Statues? That's the women of cold. But, what do we have to do? Make them face each other? Yeah, that'll do. Nice. We got ourselves an extra Trinity key. We'll go ahead and claim our other Trinity location after we kind of clean up this area. Go ahead and sharpen our blade. You know what? Let's Fable. I don't like this enemy. Fabling is a good, quick way to deal with them. Order of Crowd report. No one knows when the inorganic cluster structure called Crowd sunk its roots into Crown. The first documented record is 600 years ago when there was a ground collapse in the west of Crown. The people who collected the bodies of the farmers and mules who died found unknown minerals and ruins at the bottom of the pit, but they didn't know their value at the time. After the alchemists of the Isle settled down, this Devil's Pit, known as the Relic of Trismegistus, was revealed to be an ergo mine of tremendous value. Until then, Crowd was deemed a mere stalagmite with ergo components, so it was nothing special. Unlike ergo, it doesn't have power. It is difficult to process and absorbs precious ergo spores, so it was more of a hassle. However, after the spread of the petrification disease, things suddenly changed when Crowd grew exponentially to be a threat to the foundation of the city. Even now, Crowd is growing. It's early to hypothesize, but I wonder if Crowd is some mineral life that consumes ergo. How else can we explain the abnormal growth? Or a ruin's defense device that reacts to anomalies. Maybe the ruins were veiled in secrecy for too long. We still don't know much about these cursed ruins. Crowd is still growing. We need a solution. Interesting. Alright, and down we go, I guess. Okay, these guys shoot bullets at 3x3, so they'll shoot 3 bullets in 3 different volleys. But you can kind of just sneak up on them and kill them. Mercy statue gallery key required, so we can't go there. And there's a psychopath coming from the roof. Dodge away from that grab. He likes to punch, so be very careful of that. Follow it up with a heavy into our critical. Follow it up with another heavy. Into another heavy. Follow it up with more heavy. Even more heavies. And finished. Nice. A Legion caliber. It's good for upgrading our Legion arms. Uh-oh. Give me just 1 second, guys. I think we're having some technical difficulties with OBS. Give me just 1 second to check on this, as I think our stream has stopped. Apologies about this, guys. No, Saying it should be fine. Let's just stop the stream. Restart the stream. Oh, no, we've officially lost internet connection. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a brief intermission, and then we'll continue on in just a minute.